Y'all, this story just crossed the line from messy divorce rumors into something that insiders are calling a full-blown family implosion. Because for months, people thought the whispers around Tina Campbell and Warryn Campbell were just internet gossip, random speculation, nothing solid. But now, it looks like something leaked that changed the entire conversation overnight. And according to multiple online reactions, the alleged tape doesn't just show conversation. It allegedly captures a level of closeness that has people questioning everything they thought they knew about this family. Then comes the real shock. Because insiders say Erica Campbell completely lost control after hearing about the footage. Not angry, devastated. She was crying, shaking, asking how two people she trusted could humiliate her like this. And just when people thought the situation couldn't get darker, Tasha K enters the story. Late night live stream, aggressive toned, no filter. This isn't just cheating anymore, she says. This is betrayal inside betrayal. Internet freeze. Because now old rumors start resurfacing again. The alleged Teddy and Erica whispers, the tension inside the marriages, the strange silence from everybody involved. And suddenly, none of it feels isolated anymore. It feels connected. But wait. Sources now claim the leaked footage may have come from someone close to the family itself, which means this may not be a random leak. It may be revenge. And that changes everything. Because if someone inside the circle wanted this exposed, then what else do they have? What other clips? What other secrets? What other nights never made it public? Now fans are spiraling online trying to decode timelines, reactions, even old interviews that suddenly sound completely different after this alleged leak. And the scariest part? Nobody is denying anything yet. Not Tina, not Warryn, not Teddy. Just silence. And right now, that silence is sounding louder than any statement ever could.
Not gonna have my husband. I don't know.
You're not gonna have me.
Like you don't always come to my stuff because of our busyness. We don't get to do a lot.
The tape wasn't supposed to become public. That's the part insiders keep repeating. Because according to online speculation, what allegedly leaked involving Tina Campbell and Warryn Campbell was never meant for public eyes, and the moment it surfaced, the entire situation around this family changed overnight. Fast. 1 minute people were still debating rumors. The next minute, timelines started collapsing into each other. And suddenly, everybody online was asking the same question. How long has this actually been going on? It looks like the footage itself isn't even what shocked people most. It was the energy, the comfort level, the way insiders claim the interaction allegedly looked too familiar. Late night setting, private environment, closed body language. And according to reactions spreading online, people immediately started connecting it to older rumors that never fully disappeared. That's the first twist. Because this didn't begin with the tape. The tape only reopened things people already suspected. And once suspicion gets visual fuel, even incomplete fuel, the internet moves fast.
Relationship with where we are now. I think I just want to make sure that we're even intentional, even when we're working, just to kind of, just check on me or whatever.
Clips start circulating. Commentary channels explode. Reaction pages start zooming into screenshots, pauses, gestures. And then the second wave hits. Because now Erica Campbell reportedly reacts. Not publicly at first. Privately. Insiders say there were emotional phone calls, panic behind the scenes, and complete disbelief that this situation had reached the internet. One alleged quote starts circulating. My own sister, my own husband. That line spreads everywhere. And the moment it spreads, public sympathy shifts. Because now the story isn't just scandal. It's betrayal inside family. That changes the emotional weight instantly. But wait, another layer starts forming. Because once people process the alleged Tina and Warryn footage, old whispers involving Teddy Campbell and Erica start resurfacing again too. And now the internet thinks this may not be one affair story. It may be multiple overlapping betrayals. That's when the situation stops looking random.
I started doing the check-ins about 2008 because we didn't feel connected. If you don't connect, then...
And starts looking systemic. One gossip page phrases it this way. This family didn't collapse in one moment, may have been quietly falling apart for years. That line catches attention because it reframes everything. Now people begin revisiting old interviews, old body language, old awkward moments during appearances. Comments sections fill with theories. Go back and watch that interview again. The tension was always there. We just missed it. And that's how escalation works online. Not through proof, through reinterpretation. But then another twist hits. Because according to speculation spreading through commentary channels, the leak itself may not have come from outside the circle. It may have come from someone close to them. And if that's true, then this isn't just exposure. It's retaliation. That possibility changes the entire tone. Because revenge leaks suggest intent.
In 2013, where infidelity rocked the core of the family. It's all on you, Teddy.
Intent suggests planning. And planning suggests someone may have been waiting for the perfect time to blow everything up. Now, enter Tasha K. Late night live stream. Aggressive tone. No hesitation. She allegedly claims the situation is much darker than people realize. Then she drops the line that pushes the story into another level. Everybody in this situation allegedly knew more than they admitted. Internet freeze. Because if that's true, then silence wasn't innocence. Silence was strategy. And suddenly every person involved starts looking different. Not just Tina, not just Warryn, not just Erica, even Teddy. Now viewers begin asking whether all four people were hiding separate truths at the same time.
Kid, I filtered everything through it. Everything. So when loneliness showed up in my marriage, I went back to the old Ted.
Wow.
That's the third twist. Because once multiple secrets become possible, nobody looks fully clean anymore. And that destroys simple narratives. Fans split instantly. Some defend Erica. Others accuse Tina. Some believe the footage means nothing. Others say the emotional reaction alone says everything. But nobody agrees. And when nobody agrees, the algorithm keeps feeding the chaos. That's why this story keeps growing. Because uncertainty is addictive. Especially when silence keeps replacing answers. And right now, silence is everywhere. No direct denial, and oh detailed explanation, and oh clear timeline. Just reactions. Speculation, and one alleged leaked moment that may have changed how the public sees this family forever. But the scariest part? Insiders claim the tape may not be the only thing floating around privately, which raises the question nobody can stop asking now. If this leak was only the beginning, then what else is still sitting out there waiting to explode next?
My husband cheated on me, and I was devastated. I was angry. I cut, I crashed, I attacked, I stabbed, I plotted. I did a lot of stuff.
I'm a firm believer that charity begins at home and then it spreads. And then I forgot that part. And so I contributed to the distance in our relationship.
I'm just saying, though, I like for you to look a little more like I like for you to look.
I started realizing how faulty I was. The fact that I've been a contentious wife the entire time I've been married to him. I'm sitting up here running around being the face of gospel, encouraging everybody, being more of a really good Christian in theory.
Like, I don't need you for too much of this because I run stuff. I got the baby, so I got love. I don't need the other kind of love. I'm fine, at least for a little while. You know what I mean? Because I got her. You know what I mean? And so he was just,
The reactions didn't calm down after the tape leak. They escalated. Because once people stopped focusing on what was allegedly seen in the footage involving Tina Campbell and Warryn Campbell, they started asking a more dangerous question. Who knew first? And according to insiders, that question may be exactly why this entire situation is getting uglier by the hour. It looks like the alleged leak triggered private conversations that were never supposed to become public. Phone calls, arguments, people suddenly distancing themselves. And then another rumor starts circulating online, that Erica Campbell may have already suspected something long before the tape surfaced. That's the first twist. Because if she suspected it already, then this wasn't a random emotional collapse. It was confirmation. One reaction clip spreading online captures the tone perfectly. The worst betrayal isn't finding out. It's realizing your instincts were right the whole time. That line catches fire immediately. Because now the audience starts reinterpreting Erica's past behavior too. Old interviews suddenly feel tense. Body language gets analyzed frame by frame. People begin pointing out awkward moments between Tina and Warryn during public appearances that nobody questioned before. And once social media starts replaying history through a new lens, perception changes fast. But wait, another layer drops. Because according to online gossip channels, the alleged tape may not have been recorded recently at all. Insiders claim it could be older footage that only surfaced now because somebody decided the timing was finally right. And timing changes everything. Because if the footage is old, then people immediately start wondering, how long were these alleged secrets sitting in silence? How many people already knew? And why is everything exploding now? That's where the story starts feeling less like a scandal and more like a controlled detonation. Then comes another shift.
Found out about it when we were taping the show. When we were taping the reality show called Mary, some of y'all don't know. We went through a season of her finding out everything that I had done.
The person who it was, she used to work for me. And so that broke my heart. She was like a godmother to my children. She had access to my home to come get my kids. And I said, "Are you having an affair with her?" And he said, "No." I said, "Call her." While we doing this, I was like, "Call her." And so he did. And
because while the internet focuses on Tina and Warryn, some commentary pages start dragging Teddy Campbell back into the conversation too. And suddenly, old alleged rumors involving Teddy and Erica begin resurfacing all over again. Now people online are saying the situation looks like a relationship swap scandal. Not one betrayal, multiple, overlapping, messy. And once that narrative enters public conversation, the story becomes impossible to contain. One viral comment reads, "So everybody was allegedly cheating with everybody? Internet, explode." Now, every silence feels calculated. Every delayed response feels suspicious. And the lack of denial starts becoming part of the narrative itself. That's the second twist. Because in online culture, silence rarely stays neutral. People interpret it. And right now, interpretations are spiraling. Then enters Tasha K again. Another live stream. More intensity. This time she allegedly hints that the leaked footage is only a fraction of what insiders have supposedly seen. That line alone sends viewers into panic mode. Because if there's more content, more screenshots, more private moments, then this story may be nowhere near finished. And that possibility changes the emotional energy completely. Now, it's no longer just exposure. It's fear of what comes next. That fear spreads through the audience fast. Fans begin dissecting social media activity. Who unfollowed who stopped posting together, who suddenly went quiet online. And according to speculation, even close friends around the family are allegedly choosing sides privately. That's when the emotional layer gets darker, because the public scandal is one thing. But insiders say the real damage is happening behind closed doors. Broken trust, humiliation, children allegedly caught in the middle, family members no longer speaking. One gossip page phrases it like this: "This doesn't feel like a celebrity scandal anymore. It feels like a family collapsing in real time." And honestly, that's why people can't stop watching. Because underneath the drama, there's emotional wreckage. Not polished statements, not PR control, just chaos. But the scariest part? The timeline still doesn't fully make sense. And when timelines don't make sense, people assume there are missing pieces. Which raises the biggest question yet. If the tape leak already caused this much destruction, what happens if somebody decides to leak the rest? The story gets darker when people stop focusing on the tape itself and start focusing on the reactions around it. Because according to insiders, the alleged footage involving Tina Campbell and Warryn Campbell didn't just create internet chaos. It allegedly shattered private relationships behind the scenes too. And now, the silence from everyone involved is starting to feel louder than the leak itself. That's the first twist. Because usually when rumors explode this hard, somebody rushes to deny them. But this time, nothing. No detailed statements, and emotional explanation, and direct shutdown. Just silence. And according to online reactions, that silence is making people believe there's more happening privately than publicly. One commentary page put it this way: "When everybody goes quiet at the same time, something bigger is happening off camera." That line spreads fast. Because now the audience isn't just analyzing the tape anymore. They're analyzing behavior. Who disappeared from social media, who stopped posting family content, who suddenly looks distant during recent appearances. And once people start tracking patterns, the narrative becomes impossible to slow down. But wait, another rumor starts building traction. Insiders allegedly claim that the emotional fallout between Erica Campbell and Tina may be far worse than what the public currently sees. Not just anger, humiliation. Because according to gossip pages, Erica allegedly feels betrayed on multiple levels at once. As a wife, as a sister, as someone who publicly defended family for years. And that emotional angle changes the energy completely. Because now people aren't just consuming scandal. They're watching emotional collapse in real time. Then another layer surfaces. According to online speculation, people close to the family allegedly warned them for years that unresolved tension inside the relationships could eventually explode publicly. Not necessarily because of cheating, but because secrets have a pattern. They grow. And when multiple people are allegedly protecting different truths at the same time, eventually somebody slips. That's the second twist. Because now the tape doesn't feel like the beginning anymore. It feels like the moment containment failed. And once containment fails, everything buried underneath starts pushing upward at once. Then Tasha K escalates things even further. Another live stream. Another warning. This time she allegedly hints that people connected to the family are talking privately. Internet freeze. Because if insiders are talking behind the scenes, viewers immediately assume more leaks are possible. More screenshots, more recordings, more secrets. And fear of future exposure creates another level of panic around the story. Now, even unrelated clips are getting dragged into the narrative. Old interviews, award show moments, church appearances. People are replaying everything, searching for signs they missed. That's how viral scandals evolve. Not through confirmed facts, through collective suspicion. And collective suspicion is powerful because it keeps the audience emotionally invested even when there are no new details. One viral comment captures the mood perfectly. This doesn't feel like gossip anymore. It feels like watching a family slowly self-destruct. That emotional framing spreads everywhere. And suddenly the scandal becomes bigger than the alleged tape. Now it's about betrayal, trust, faith, image, and the possibility that everything people admired publicly may have been unstable privately. But the darkest part? Insiders claim the emotional damage allegedly extends beyond the couples themselves. Children reportedly caught in tension, friends allegedly distancing themselves, family communication allegedly breaking down. And if even part of that is true, then this situation may continue spiraling long after the internet moves on. Because public scandals fade, private damage doesn't. And right now, according to speculation online, nobody involved seems fully in control of the narrative anymore. Which leads to the question hanging over everything now. If one alleged leak already caused this level of destruction, what happens when the people involved finally start telling their own versions of a story? And now the situation has reached the point where nobody seems able to stop it anymore. Because what allegedly started as whispers around Tina Campbell and Warryn Campbell has turned into a full internet investigation fueled by silence, speculation, and emotional fallout spreading faster every hour. It looks like every missing answer is creating 3 new theories. Every old interview sounds different now. Every awkward clip gets replayed. Every silence feels intentional. And according to insiders, the people involved may be realizing too late that once private tension becomes public entertainment, control disappears fast. That's the darkest part. Because scandals usually explode once. This one keeps mutating. Now viewers aren't just reacting to the alleged tape anymore. They're reacting to what the tape supposedly represents. Broken trust, hidden resentment, family betrayal that may have been building quietly for years. Then comes another chilling rumor. Some gossip pages are now claiming there may allegedly be private conversations happening behind the scenes about who leaked what and why. If that's true, then this situation isn't calming down. It's escalating privately while exploding publicly. And that creates a dangerous combination. Because once revenge, humiliation, and public embarrassment enter the same story, people stop protecting secrets. They start exposing them. That's why the internet is locked in right now. Not because people think they know the truth, but because they think there's still more truth left to come out. And if even half of these rumors are connected, then this wasn't one bad decision. It was a slow collapse hidden behind smiles, interviews, and public appearances until one alleged leak forced everything into the light. So now the real question is no longer whether this family can repair the damage. It's whether the damage has already gone too far to ever be repaired at all.